See if it'll go live. Oh, I'm live. Hello. Well, nobody yet, but I kicked this up to do. I have an Xbox One X console. And did the what is it, um they had a name for it, green screen of death, per se, right? So what it did is I tried playing it on so I could play or whatever, or watch whatever YouTube or whatever I was going to do on it, right? So I turned it on. It just ran and ran and ran and ran and ran. It wouldn't do anything. It just kept running, running, running. So I reset it, and first I kept my games and my apps and stuff like that. It stopped at 50%. Wouldn't go on. And it's still stuck on 50%, which you can see right there. That's been like that for well over an hour or so. So I'm going to wind up taking this apart and seeing and explore it and see if I can figure it out. I've got two more. These were probably out of like laptops or something like that. So I don't know if they're going to work or not. But somewhere in this house, I got one I bought for an Xbox or a PlayStation, which will work. But I have the slightest idea where it's at. I don't know exactly where it's at. So I also have the install for Xbox and PlayStation. Got to find it too, right? So I'm going to try and see if one of these will actually work in here when I take it apart. So let me actually, people will probably somewhat come on or look, but there's the 50%, and that's where it's stuck. It won't go any further. So what I'm going to do is, here's the Xbox. It's an Xbox One X. What I'm going to do is unplug it, and I'm going to take it apart. So let's see what we can find out on this. And I don't know if anybody, it's only been like that, so I don't know if anybody's going to join the live or not. I don't know. I'm just recording. So when I do the recordings on my laptop, trying to record that, I go to upload them like on the YouTube and stuff like that. It takes hours to do it. So this one, I'm just going like this and see if somebody jumps on my live. They can wind up viewing the live or something like that, which I think I can like maybe repost the live and stuff like that. So we're gonna find that out if I can do that or not. So I'm gonna start tearing this down, taking this apart, right? And it's hot, hot, hot. So as I take this apart, I'm gonna go into it and see what I can find out about it. But like I said before, this is a lot easier for me to get stuff up on YouTube with my laptop, doing a live like this, than going and doing something else. So people may jump on my live when they see I'm live or something like that, which is fine. I mean, they can. Some will stay, some won't. Some have time, some don't have time. You know how that goes. Because it's like 7:06, so they're either eating or getting off work or driving home from work or something like that. You know how that goes. So I'm going to start getting into this. I'm going to let me bring this down a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing here. See, I got it right here. I started taking the screws and stuff out like this. So I took screws out. Let's see. I took screws out of it earlier. But let's see. I've got, let's see. Here's one. I need to disconnect the other part too for not the power, the one that controls the CD eject and stuff like that. So let's see. I've got those. Let me get these over here. And there's a type of, what is it? Like the silicone or something like that you go in and you actually put on this stuff to keep stuff there, or however it works. I may have some of that somewhere, but I got to find it. If I have it, I got to find it. So I'm going to look and see if I can actually find that stuff for the, it's like the electrical stuff. It's, what is it? It's actually gray in color. It's for like the electrical. You put on the electrical and stuff like that to keep everything good per se, right? Let me see. Let me see if I can get this. Well, hold on. Let me see. How did I do it last time? Here, let me take this off. Okay, here we go. Let me kick this off and see. Okay, here's this piece right here. That's off. So let's turn this around and see if we can get this back off. So see if we can find out what's wrong with this. I showed it earlier in the live that it's on 50%, but it wouldn't go no further. It stayed on like 50%. So, and I know I'll have people coming in and out that say, well, he's not doing anything interesting, so let's go someplace else. But I don't care. I'm fine with that. All right, here's this part right here. Okay, now I got to take and find. I got to find out where the hard drive is, which I think is under this, and it is. So here. This is the CD-ROM right here. That's where a CD goes on the game system. So let's turn this and let's flip this over like this. Now you can see right there's the hard drive. So let's take this hard drive out, if I can get it out. Maybe. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see what we have. Can we unplug it? Let me see. Yeah. Well, yeah. So let's take it off here and here. Okay. Here's the hard drive. Now, what it was doing, it would all load up to like 50%. Then it would quit. Then it would stop. It wouldn't load up, anything like that. So I got to figure out a way to fix that. So I've got these two. I've got these two hard drives right here. But it's like completely different. I mean, like the Toshiba and stuff like that. It's like completely different. Now, is this going to work? I have the slightest idea if it's going to work or not. But one thing is I got to figure out how to get this off of what it's on. And I actually see how. Okay. Now, they're the same setup. So I need to see. Here, let me find. I need a brush. Oh, here we go. Let me brush this off. Kind of clean it. All right, I'm gonna take this off and see what'll fit it, what won't, and go from there and see what happens. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah. Where's that? All right. So let's actually get these other two out. And see what hookup it has. Okay, there we go. Let's brush this off. Put that. I want to get to a point where I hook up my projector too to see behind me once I work all that stuff out. All right, there's this piece. There's this piece. This is the hard drive for it. You can see the hard drive. Now, this may have something maybe happened to this or something like that. I'm not for sure. I could go like on Amazon or something like that and actually buy one of these when I next time I get money and stuff like that. Actually buy one that's already got the upload Xbox upload on it and everything like that to get it to work or whatever. But I want to see if actually this will fit. And see, that fits on that. So now, will this hard drive work in the Xbox? What does it have on it? I'm not for sure what it has on it. Now, if my like my nephews and stuff like that were still around, they have like old ones and stuff like that that do have hard drives in them that I can take out or whatever. But I don't know. I may have one somewhere. Wait a minute. I think I do. I think I do have one. Let me take the camera that's off here and let me look. Wait, okay, wait a minute. I'm trying to think if I do have one. I think I did have one that didn't work. I could take the hard drive out of that one and put it in this one and get this one to work. Because there was something else wrong with that other one and it wouldn't work, but maybe the hard drive still works. I think it was something wrong with the board or something like that, but let me actually see here. Hold on just a second. Let me turn you around here and see if I can find. There, I got you right here. See, I got this stuff down here, but oh, guess what? Guess what I found? Hold on. I'll be right there. Guess what I found? Now, I can take the hard drive out of this one and put it in mine. So let's do that. And it's the same kind too, and I forgot all about it. Well, something happened to it. But, well, let's see. Maybe we can see. Okay, let's do this. Let's find. Let's find my cords here. Okay, here's one. Let me see if this one will even come on. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute, this one comes on. What do you know about that? Wait a minute here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Thought I lost one of the screws. Let's see if what this does. Let's find out and see if this comes on at all. So far, nothing. That may be why, because it wouldn't come on or whatever like that. See if I go here and just see what happens. Still no signal. I also got to take this apart and see what's how bad the inside is. probably all kinds of dust and all that kind of stuff like that. But there's still nothing popping up. Here. See, I've got it hooked up right here. I've got the leads on it right here. And as you can see, there's nothing popping up on it. So it's there, but it's showing it's not. Well, let's see. It's plugged up, but it's saying it's not plugged up, so there's no signal going out to the TV. So if it comes on, but there's no signal to the TV, that probably means the hard drive is still good. So I can do a switch out and get mine working again. So what it was is there was some thunder and lightning yesterday. And what had happened was, I guess the strike, maybe it didn't take the lights out, but it hit it close enough to actually take my Xbox out. And that's like, I guess that's what happened or whatever. But let's take this one apart and actually see and take the hard drive out of this and put it in mine and see if I can get mine to work. I'm pretty sure I can. I mean, it's easy enough. So we'll find out here in a second and see if I can. But I found this one, and we're going to find out and see if I can actually get the hard drive in this one to work on mine. Hopefully. But like you see, I got to take it all apart again. But I don't have to take all the screws out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 7 screws. Wait a minute, let me count. There's 6 screws of these long ones that I have to take out. These ones like that will get the bottom. We'll get this bottom plate off, and I need that bottom plate off to get to the hard drive. Because right here is the old hard drive that I took out. It goes to 50% and stops. It won't go no further. So what I'm going to do is find which ones are the long ones here and actually take them out, these long ones like this. I'm going to take them out. So we got 1, 2. I don't know if chat's on or not, actually. I have the slightest idea. I don't see it, so I don't know. You got me. Let's see. 1, 2. This might be 3. Nope, that's not 3, but that can come out anyhow. Let's try this one. Yeah, there's one right there. There's a long one right there, too. But I don't really know why chat's not on it. I may have not. I don't know. I have a slightest idea. Let's see. This one. Maybe. Yeah. And this one. Okay, the heads on them are different. I'll show you the difference here in a second. All right, here's the head of one of them. And there's the head of the other, which it's actually more flat. I don't know if you can see it, like maybe right there. One is more flat. The longer ones are, and the other ones are shorter. So let's see. We've got, I think I took out, what, 3 or 4. So let's see. Now I gotta take this portion right here off too. It is to the, what is it? The it's like a control for it or whatever. It's one of the controls. But let me see if I can get this to work. There we go. All right, there's 1. Here comes 2. So since you just joined, what it is my Xbox, there was thunder and lightning yesterday, and my Xbox, I guess, got taken out. It goes to, it'll just do the green screen of death thing. Does the green screen of death, and it goes to like 50%, and then that's where it stops. Goes like real fast all the way up to 50, stops, and I ran it for 2 hours or something like that, and that's it. I mean, it wouldn't go no further. It just stayed right there. I redid my internet, the whole 9 yards. Couldn't get nowhere with it. So I just looked at it and I said, well, guess what? I'm going to take it hard and see what I can figure out. And let's see. I've got, is there any more? Okay, let me see if I can get this bottom off. Nope, not yet. Let's see about this one right here, because I think this is another one right here. Yep, I think that's the last one right there. So let's not lose that. Let's turn this over. Take this piece off. We don't need that right now. Nope. There's got to be one more. Let's see. Why? All right. Let's just take the rest out. How about it? Because we're going to use this one for parts for mine, because I know mine worked, but my hard drive, like I said, went to 50%, won't go no further or whatever. So we're going to take this one apart and get the hard drive out of it and see if we can fix mine. I guess it had to have been what happened or whatever on it or whatever, but because I was playing it yesterday, last night, the whole 9 yards, everything worked on it. Then all of a sudden I wake up, come in here to kind of play a game or something like that, or get on YouTube or whatever in here. Couldn't do it. I mean, I just stopped. It wouldn't do anything. It just went to like the green screen of death thing. That was about it. So we're going to finish taking this sucker apart here, get into it, and see if we can get this hard drive out, and hope this hard drive actually works and it's not the hard drive that was taken out of this. It'll come on and everything, but that's it. Nothing else. It won't show anything, or just like blue screen. That's it. That's all it'll do. It'll just go to the blue screen. So I'm hoping the hard drive on this one is still fine, and I can use it in mine. And I'll have to redo it. I think it was my nephew's, great nephew, something like that. I don't know which one, but I know it was one of theirs. So here, let me see. All right, okay. Well, it'll come out for me, so I don't have to worry about it. And now it's like this. Oh, look how dirty that is. That sucker was dirty. All right, let's set that over there. All right, now we got to take this back off right here, which is this back right here. So let's see. There's only 2 in the back right here. So we'll take these two screws out. There's one. See if I can get 2 out here. There's 2. All right, let's take this back off. Will this back come off? Wait a minute. What's going on here? There we go. There's the back. Oh, that was dirty too. You can see the dirt right there. So let's set that up there. Oh, look at that. That's dirty too. All right, now, right here, right under this is the CD-ROM. This is the CD-ROM for the Xbox One X. So let's lift this up. And as you can see, right there is the hard drive. And it's actually the same hard drive. So let's take this hard drive out. Now, we don't have to install everything that I installed on the other one or took off the other one, which this is the other hard drive, right? Now, we got this hard drive, so let's set this right there. Well, no, I don't have to do that. All right, let's set that in there and set this aside. We don't need that no more. All right, so we can get the 2 CDs there. That's good. Now we got this one. We're going to save this one because we might be able to get the, what is it? Let's say the upgrade or the installation for the Xbox One X on this. I have a flash drive around here somewhere with that on it. I might be able to save this one too. But that's just something I'm going to have to figure out at a later date. Let me see. Let me put this back in. Well, that went in the wrong way, but that's okay. All right, here, let me get the other one here. All right, now let's see how we can do this. There we go. Might not be able to see my face, but you can see what I'm doing here. All right, here we go. let's actually hook this back up and see. Well, it's a little bit dirty, so let's kind of brush it off a little bit. All right, that'll work. Okay, let's hook this back up. Well, you can't actually see it, can you? All right, okay, okay. Right here and right here, you got black to white, and it looks like black to black, or no, yeah, black to white and black to black. Let me hook these up because I need to hook it up this way. That way I can see to hook it up instead of trying to reverse it. So let's hook that one in. And let's see. Let's try to get this one hooked up. If I can actually see it to hook it up, since I ain't have much light right here. There we go. Now we got that hooked up. Wires are hooked in. All right, let's set this back down in here. I could have just did it that way. Duh. Which way do I go, George? Back on. Right, okay. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, was this one? Yeah, it was this one. All right, let's set this back. My dog's barking at something. What? Have the slightest idea. Probably the neighbor or something like that's home or something. Who knows? Or, I don't know. Somebody may knock on the door. I don't know. So here, let me bring it back up a little bit. All right. I'm only going to put a couple screws in this. So let me see if I can find out and see which was which here. Oh, okay. Let me get two of these screws right here on the smaller ones. So we got one right here. And I don't hear nobody at the door, so that's probably what the neighbor coming home or something like that from work or something like that. Who knows? All right, let me put these two in. Now I'm gonna put the bottom piece back on this, so it's not, so it has some air in the bottom of it. So if it works and I start playing it and stuff like that, I'll be able to. Which I'll actually set. Okay, I'll actually set it up so you can actually see that. So let me get this. Since this one's actually dirty, and this one ain't from mine, I'm gonna set that aside. Let me get this other one. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, here it is. I had to look for it. It's right here. So hold on. Let me see. Okay. Let me put this bottom back on. Let me see. Okay, it goes this way. So let me set this in. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. All right, there we go. Let me do it the easy way. All right. Sorry about that. Let me bring it back down. There we go. That work? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Why has that got a hump? Oh, I know why it's got a hump. Hold on. Let me retry that. Let me see why that's doing that. All right, that's got it. Stay. All right, let's see. This goes this way. Okay. Now, come on, cooperate with me. There we go. Okay. Now, where is it? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Okay, let me do it this way. That way I could see that. Okay, see, I had to get this wire. Let me put that wire back in. Now hold on, you're not gonna see it for a second. Let me see if I can get that wire back in there. Okay, that goes there. Let's see. Use a little trick. Let's see. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Hold on. Here, well, let me do it this way. Hold up, let me see. Let me actually hook it in first and then do it. So let me see. Let me see if I can get it in there. Sorry you can't see it, but I can barely see it myself. All right, there we go. Let me see if I can get it in there. Oh, okay, I see. I see what it's doing. Hold on. There we go. Now, did that stay? I did. Cool. All right, let me put this on here. See, well, here, let me do it this way. So I got this piece right here, which is like, I guess, a controller or something like that. Let me pop that on. Now, in the beginning of this live, I actually showed that it was only going up to like 50%. So I'm hoping that the hard drive out of my nephew's will actually work with this Xbox. I don't know, but I hope it does. Hopefully I can save this other one too once I find the installation I have on a flash. I got a well, I guess you'd call it a flash drive. Here, I'll show you. It's like this. It's like the ScanDisk flash drive, like one of these. I have it somewhere. I had it, so I think I thought I knew where I'd have it because it'd be handy, but I can't find it. So it's got to be in one of these boxes somewhere. Now it was, what was it? Probably a good, I don't know, 5-6 months ago, something like that. This room I'm in right here, it was actually about halfway up. So let's say the floor and then coming up. There was so much stuff in this room. I just used this as a throwaway room. I'm just throwing stuff in here. It took me. I have it on my videos. It took me a while to clean all that out. I threw a bunch of stuff away. I mean, it was basic trash and stuff like that that I didn't need or whatever. So let's see. Let me find my hookups here. So okay, I've got my plug-in. Let me plug it in. Let me plug my HDMI in. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, let me do it like this. Let me get you off here. Sorry you're so close. Now here's the front of it right here. See this little white button? There's a little button right here. Let's see if I can find. There it is. I turned it on. Now let's see what happens if it'll get signal. Okay, there we go. Let's see if this works. So let me see. Here. What I'll do is I'll put you back up here. And let me move some stuff here. Let me see if I can turn the... All right, there we go. Let's see if it... Let's let it go up to 50% to see if it actually does something. I guess I got bored. So let's see. Let's watch. All right. It's stuck on 50% too. So that means it wasn't my hard drive. So let's take my hard drive, which is right here, and let's put it in that one and actually see if I can get that one to work. So here, let me see how this was. Okay. Oh, it jumped off for some reason. All right, yeah, stuck on. So it's probably in the board, probably like in the motherboard or something like that. So let's try this other one. Actually, see if I can get this other one to work. Everybody jumped off for some reason. I didn't stick around for the finale to see if I can get one to work, but this, so it's got to be in the motherboard or something like that on it. So I think I may have to post the lives to actually, that way you can watch them. So I should be able to post them or whatever so you can watch them. All right, that's not going to work. So let's take that back off. I guess I got bored. Oh, well, that's life. All right, let's see. All right, let's shut this back. Let's just unplug it. Because this is actually getting hotter than it's supposed to anyhow. So we're going to find it. We're going to take this one out. Let's set that aside. May have to be a complete rebuild. We'll have to see what I can do here. Take that off. Let's see. Okay, there's that. Okay, he's back out. No. There's one. So I need to find out if So let's think here for a second. So let me take this back out. So since we couldn't, I may have to take that one apart a little bit further to actually see if I can actually do something with it. If not, I'm probably just gonna have to buy me another, like another Xbox or something like that at some point. So let's set that on the floor right there. Let's get this one right here and see, because that sucker's dirty. All right, let's see. Okay, let's try my hard drive in this one and see what happens. So let me see. Let me find. What I do with it. There ain't nobody on here. That's okay though. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to use the one off here because I can't find the other one. What did I do with that other one? It's gotta be here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Let's pull this one off. Put it back on mine, my old one right here. Set this back in, which actually goes like this. There we go. That's the way this goes. No, nobody's watching. That's okay. They're all watching gaming or something like that. Guess I'm a little too boring, I guess. Oh, hello. I'm hoping I can fix this Xbox. And I don't actually know why my chat's not on. I don't know if there's any way I can actually turn it on, per se. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me try edit. Edit, customize. No. Let's see. There's got to be a way to turn chat on in here. I don't see why it's not on. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to figure chat. I'll have to figure chat out when I do another live, and find out why it's not actually working on here. I don't know. Something I'll have to figure out because the last time I did a live, my chat worked. So I don't know why this chat's not working. Could be something I set wrong or something like that. You never know. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. All right, let's kind of brush this off. There we go. There we go. Put this on. Okay, there we go. Let's hook this up. Well, now I may know why this one didn't work. Got a pinch right there. So let's grab my other one, or this one, and see. Yeah, that looks good. Guess I'm not doing nothing exciting for them, so who knows? I guess it's because I'm not doing nothing exciting. So, it's okay though. All right, let's see. Let's hook this up and see if it works on this one. Let's find out. Shall we? Let's see what happens. I guess not. on HDIM1. Still no signal though. I'm pretty sure I got the right cord. Yep, I got the right cord. Still nothing. So let's try. Let's shut that off. Let me think. Oh, we know that don't work. So let's open this up. Unplug that. Turn it around. Take it off. Set this aside. Set this over here. Grab the one down here and see why. I can get it. It'll go to 50%, but it won't go no further. So let's plug this one in and see what we can come up with. Okay, let's plug this in first. Okay, let's go this way. That way you can actually see what I'm doing. Plugging this hard drive into this Xbox. There we go. Oh wait, this is for this. All right, I'm not worried about the CD-ROM right now. So let's put this back on right here. Put this on. Now I'm hooking up the piece right here. That's for the CD-ROM. Okay, you can leave too. Guess it's not exciting enough for you, huh? Typical. All right, let's see what happens. See if it loads up or it don't. See if we can fix it. I've got a Series X in my bedroom, but I can't use the Connect on the Series X. I don't know. I might be able to use a mic or something like that, but there's no photo. There's no picture. So I don't know. See if this goes higher. It's on 35%, 36, 40%, 43, 44, 45, 6, 47, 48, 49, 50. And it stops at 50%. I'm thinking there may be a bad spot on the motherboard. It's the only thing I can think of. So I may try doing a switch out and switch out motherboards. Take the motherboard off this one, my nephew's, I guess, or well, I mean, he don't it just stopped working for him. So I'm gonna take and split this one and put this stuff. You hungry, Maxie? You hungry? Watch out, go, Blue. What's wrong, Maxie? You hungry? You want to eat? Okay. Come on. You hungry? Come on. Okay. Now it's time to switch out motherboards. So I'm gonna switch out the motherboards to see if maybe that'll work on switching out the motherboards because there's something that's not working on one of them. So it's got to be something in the motherboard. So let's switch out the motherboards and see if we can get it to work that way. Maxie, you want to come in here and lay down? So we're gonna switch out motherboards. So let's see, let's see if we can get this off. So let's take that off. And let's switch everything out. Take this off. All right. We're going to do a switcheroo here. We're going to take this out. Right here. That's the fan and stuff that needs cleaned. That's the old stuff, the old fan. So, and this would be the power supply right here. Let's move this over here. That's so we can keep the CD-ROM. Okay. So let's switch everything out. All right, let's keep the hard drive. Let's take CD-ROM. So we're switching into this motherboard. So let's take the hard drive. We'll put the hard drive in this one. Take this hard drive out. Set that aside. Put this hard drive over here. And we'll find out if I'm right and it was in the motherboard. Because you know there's got to be a reason it don't work, right? So let's put this back. Unplug this. We'll hook this in here. There we go. There we go. There's that. So let's set this motherboard aside. I'll set that up there. Get rid of that stuff. Give me a drink of water here. All right, let's see what this one does. So let's move this stuff. We'll get what we need. We'll get the power cord here. Oh, let's put this bottom back on here. Got to put this on. There we go. Now we got to also put something else on here. Got to put this on. Hopefully we can get it on. Let's find out and see if we can. There we go. There we go. That's right. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Let's plug this in and see if it was just the hard drive. Or not the hard drive. See if it was the motherboard. Let's see. And it looks like that would be a no. So, I guess I got to use the Xbox Series X. Can't get this one to work. Tried different motherboards, splitting them up, motherboards, stuff like that. Didn't work. So I guess it's just going to be getting another Xbox Series X or Xbox One X. All right. Well, thanks for whoever stopped by. Thank y'all. Y'all are one of a kind. You're blessed. So bless those in need. Thank you.